Um, we'll just we'll just give it 2 to 3 minutes, and I'll post to the Discord and everything, and then we'll get started.
Sounds good.
How's everybody doing today?
Good, good.
Yeah, doing great. Yeah. How was your New Year's? I think this is our first AMA after the New Year, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It was good. You guys launching Signals in 6 days, right?
Yes. It's creeping up on us. Yep, that's going to
Damn,
be on next Monday, so it's coming up.
crazy. I'm looking at the account right now.
Yeah, we actually just launched the portal for people to start getting into there.
I like the video. Looks clean.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we're getting a lot of content out this week, and yeah, definitely interested to get into some of the content production cycle of this year. A lot of stuff that we can get into with the education portal for Titanium as well. With that,
Yeah, yeah, 100%. 100%. That's yeah, the education portal is supposed to go live basically after we get the fund sort of running how we want it, with referrals and the transparency dashboard and things like that. After that, um that's when we start focusing on things like the financial education, plus just normal meta ads or paid ads, and a few other avenues to just have everything sort of pushing directly towards the fund, which in turn uh powers the token. So
yeah, it's going to be a good year. Do we want to go ahead and get started? Do we have anybody in the chat here tuning in? Feel free to send in any questions that you have for Titanium Finance and for us to discuss of the potential partnerships, any integrations that we're doing, and also just like we're here to give you an update on what's happening in the new year. So yeah, I guess Josh, do you want to kind of take it away with your update of like where we're at?
yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, so we launched the fund, as everyone knows, and we had our first payout a few days ago now. So all of that was really successful. We were able to pay out 5.6% for the 2 week period. Um, so we are really, really happy with that. And now our goal, which we did speak on beforehand, last AMA, is now to sort of create the fund as more of a more inviting, with the transparency dashboard, plus a better front end, plus some audits, and that's kind of what we're working on now. To we believe in getting out the initial product first, and getting things rolling, and then adding on these things after the actual product is out. We don't believe in waiting waiting till everything's perfect or something like that. We thought it was much better to get the fund rolling, and get some returns coming in, and add these things over time, which is yeah, that's just sort of our style, and that's our next focus, is making sure that it's really, really attractive when we start pushing out, when we start introducing clients to the fund through the financial education platform, through content, or just paid normal marketing. we want the fund to have all the boxes ticked, essentially, so that when people are joining and coming and searching around, our marketing is able to do the best possible job. So yeah.
That's great. Yeah. I guess did we have any kind of like an agenda that we wanted to cover for our AMA? What kind of other topics did you want to get into here?
I mainly wanted to just provide just where we're at with everything, and in terms of the front end plus the transparency dashboard, because those are the next few things coming up. So we've been heavy in development on those two things especially, and we're looking to hopefully have both of these out this week, which will be really good. And yeah, but overall, I just we haven't done a AMA for a little while, so just wanted to kind of do a brief kind of check in with everyone and answer some questions. No real exact itinerary, because pretty much everyone is sort of in the know of what we're working on and what's to come. So yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I think if I were to have a question, it'd be like, what would be some of the updates that are coming to the front end and to that transparency dashboard that we can go into detail on?
Yeah, yeah, that's a good question. So first of all, with the front end, we're going to have a much better flow from the actual landing page to the app and to the investment side of everything, plus the token. Because we're planning to do, like I mentioned, traditional ads and things like that, which it's very very important that that they're leading to somewhere where there's no crazy loading times. There's a really simple flow, and there's a really simple way for people to get involved almost instantly after clicking the ad. So we're very focused on that, and there's some things that we're working on, like SEO and a few different things that really matter when it comes to traditional ads and meta ads and all that sort of thing. So yeah, but the main focus is just making sure that it's really really able to load really fast and able to get people to their desired location quickly, while not overloading them with too much technical information or too much eh, like not having them have to read the whole white paper to figure out where to go. We're simplifying things a lot. uh yeah, and then the transparency dashboard is essentially where we want to put all of our audits, our legal structure, slash licenses, and have this all in one place for people to be able to come in and track the fund's positions and just feel safe that they know where their funds are. They know exactly what we're doing with the funds and how they're being invested, and they're able to pay as much attention or as little attention as they want to that section. So yeah, so that's kind of the whole thing with the transparency dashboard, is just really like this area where everything can be verified and checked, because that's a big thing when we're producing very impressive returns. So we need to show that everything is secure, and yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. Would definitely like love to see like what we can kind of get into in terms of what the schedule and timeline looks like for the transparency dashboard and for the updates and everything.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so we're hoping for this week with everything coming out. That's kind of the goal we're setting for ourselves. It's not a definite, but I think that with the way things are looking, that we should definitely there's a very good chance we'll be able to hit that. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's going to make a big difference, just for people to be able to have visibility, just to see like how it's working. Because yeah, on its
Exactly.
face, it's like it's such a great like return. It's also like obviously all high return carries like risk. So and
Yeah.
that's like kind of a stated fact of the fund as well, because like it wants to seek that higher return. So, but like the more transparency that we can offer, I think that will really help people to see like it's a kind of an option for to park their money, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think, what would you like to cover in terms of, the next steps for Titanium? Do you have, any other updates that you wanted to give for the community here?
Yeah, I wanted to kind of go into a little bit about how these first changes we're making, slash upgrades, will then help us integrate with protocols and integrate with partners. So I mean, it's pretty simple, but essentially us having these things and having these things on deck, like the transparency dashboard and audits and things like that, will then allow us to partner with protocols throughout the industry and help us with TVL and visibility. So yeah, it's a really important next step before we then push out partnerships and things like that. And on top of that, we also have our referral system in the works, which is really self-explanatory, or really simple as well. It's basically just you can refer people to the fund. You can also refer people to the coin itself and earn a bonus. And this should be really good for just kind of a just organic marketing, basically. Just basically like anyone in our community at the moment can then earn for themselves by introducing people to the project, which obviously helps the project overall. So it's a really good win-win for holders. So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I know that there's some some of the things that we had mentioned for the Titanium Cube NFT. Is that
Yes.
something that we can get into here too?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, the cube for right now has been sort of sitting on the side, but it's there's absolutely no way we've forgotten about it. It's like we mentioned, the cube is set to receive fees from the titanium hedge funds, and then in our further products, it's also set to receive. It's sort of like a VIP, or it receives value from our products in a special way that the token doesn't. Um, and we create each of our products to implement with our token really heavily, and really bring value to the token. So the token is sort of the primary asset that receives value from our products. And then the NFT is sort of secondary, but it kind of lets us do cool things that we couldn't do with the token itself, and it gives us that freedom to try experimental ways of bringing value to the NFT and bringing value with our products. So yeah, that's sort of the vision we have for the NFT, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, I guess that's really bullish, and like I think folks who are kind of looking to like scoop those up, like it would probably be good to take a look. Those NFTs I think are right now, like like Josh said, sitting by the sidelines, and like there's going to be
Yeah.
a lot of kind of usage that's coming down the pipeline very soon for those. So I think that's going to be very fun for people to kind of see that taking place. And those NFTs are interactive NFTs. They were made, by myself at the agency and the rest of our team, and they have the capability of kind of evolving into what Titanium is doing and what it needs to be done next. So without giving away too much, just keep an eye on those NFTs for sure, because yeah, there will be some kind of VIP events or like different kind of
Yeah.
integrations that we
Yeah.
tie into them.
100%. 100%. There'll be all sorts of benefits tied to the NFTs, and yeah, we're making sure internally to almost like the opposite of leaving them behind. They're going to be a really, really integral part of the overall ecosystem. So yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely the concept of those NFTs. I remember when we first came up with it, it's kind of like a cube or a vault that like locks up some kind of things that come out of it. And I think it's definitely going to be interesting to explore like what's going to be coming out of that. I would like to um you know I would like to see like people having like a PFP for Titanium. I think I would just say that.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that'd be really cool, because, like, that would be yeah, but, not to kind of give away too much of, like, what future plans might be, you know, like, what do you think, in the next, like, 6 months or so, people have
Mhm.
to look forward to?
Yeah, good question. So I'll go through like our, let's just say, our 6 month plan, and I'll sort of lay it out. A lot of this has kind of been laid out in previous AMAs, but it's good to kind of put a timeline on it, and good to kind of mention it in the relating to a 6 month timeline. So first of all, of course, is the continuing to produce returns with the fund. Then on top of that is the transparency dashboard, front end upgrades, a few other upgrades, some audits. Then past that is when we're heavily focused on the TVL growth of the fund itself, and we're heavily focused on this at the moment. We're doing a lot of BD behind the scenes to work out some integrations and some partnerships in terms of TVL growth, and tapping in heavily to DeFi specific communities and things like that. So that's our focus. Then comes, of course, with all that, the referral system for the hedge funds, which provides a plus the referral system for the TI token itself, which provides some great organic growth. On top of that is paid ads and the beginning of our content arm, which and our financial education, which both are designed to feed directly into the Titanium ecosystem and into TI itself, as well as our products. So this is the focus. Once we've kind of got the fund running in a way that we're really happy with, and we feel that it's time to take on something new, which also kind of is still very, very focused on the growth of the fund, and is very focused on that TVL growth, because it all kind of circles back essentially. But yeah, so from that point, our content arm plus financial education plus IRL events with Base Creators Australia, which I'm the president of, and I know we've been working together very closely on some Base Creators things. Not so much around the Titanium launch, because we were just so focused on the launch, but long term that's going to be play a huge part in our onboarding and brand recognition and things like that. So yeah, so past that, once we have all of that set up, is then our new products, which is a good example would of course be the TIUSD stablecoin, plus our lending and borrowing platform, plus some new RWA offerings through the hedge fund. Essentially, the hedge fund turns into a full-on wealth management platform, and we also unveil the tailored opportunities, which are essentially allows people to contact us directly and have their funds invested with us as the fund managers, and kind of speak to a member of the Titanium team, and continually receive updates. So yeah, that's kind of where we see a general 6-month plan. There's a lot going on, but I think that being able to execute all of that will be in an amazing position. And I think that yeah, we'll check back 6 months from now, and I think that Titanium will have established itself really, really well. So yeah.
Awesome. That's a really good overview. I've put a few of these items in our little scrolling ticker at the bottom here, and kind of giving people an idea of, like, what we have going on. Also, just another quick update. I know that as I was updating this ticker, there were 100 of the OG hats for the TI hats available last time we said that we gave an update. Now there's less than 75 left, and they are available at signals.global/whitelist/4444. So that link is there in the scrolling ticker at the bottom if you are wanting to grab one of those limited edition Titanium Finance OG hats. So yeah, definitely grab one of those, and we'll be also tracking that on chain with your wallet address to see who our OGs are.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll definitely be having something special for any owners of those original merch items. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that we can do like a Discord role where it's like you get like a custom Discord role, and like, anywhere in a similar situation where we can kind of give a kind of like a special role for the OGs who got one of those hats, I think would be pretty cool. So just just a little bit of a sparkly label for those who like really, kick in and support. I think we have these priced at $45. So they're fairly reasonable, and they're also just like really the limited edition, first edition Titanium hats that will we will not be making these same ones ever again. And shout out to Node Merch and Luminode for the fulfillment. Same merch partners that Base and Coinbase are using for all of their merch as well. So shout out to Wizard from Luminode.
Yes, they looked amazing at Art Basel.
And in terms of like other partnership updates and things like that, I know that we have a few more partners that we've been kind of lining up to get something going with Titanium. And I know that Fireside is going to be part of the educational rollout where we're going to want to be having Titanium Finance, like financial education lectures going live from universities all around the world in the Based Creators Network. As we approach universities and we create blockchain clubs and also the education side of those clubs and the chapters that we're creating here. So,
100%.
Yeah.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and so Base Creators is already executing these events in other chapters. So it's going to be really good that we sort of have that that blueprint there and already sort of tests of what works with. Obviously, it probably depends region specific, but tests of what works and what doesn't for onboarding and for speaking at these universities. So yeah, we kind of have that already. That sort of those tests, I guess you could say, for our region, which is really good.
Yeah. And that's the cool thing too about the Base Creators community that we're growing, and that shout out to Titanium for really investing in creators and the creator economy with the Based Creators, and what you're doing to help lead the Australia chapter. And I think that it's being a community owned and community led organization that is really just charged with bringing creators onto Base and helping creators, and being a network of creators that it's by creators for creators, you know what I mean? And I think that is the most powerful thing that we can be creating, is a network of the kind of artists and the voices and the really the people of the world that have creative talent and want to kind of use it for a purpose. And I think that we're building so much into just a self-made economy that people can be part of. And I think that's what On-Chain is really about. So really just excited for what we're going to be building and kind of experimenting with, offering opportunities to creators on Base, for creating content and being part of the content creation, flywheel that we're going to be creating there. So yeah, I think in terms of the university rollout, that's going to be the most exciting thing to be giving updates on this year. And we are going to be now that we're getting through our raise coming up in for the agency and for our Signals product specifically now, that we as the agency are going to be able to focus a lot of time and capital and investment into this creator economy that is, like I said, it's going to make a big difference in bringing the world on chain. So yeah.
100%. And in terms of the Australian chapter, it'll be really good to sort of have Titanium tied into everything we do with the Australian chapter, sort of in a sponsor capacity. Everywhere that Base Creators Australia is, Titanium is as well. And the financial education platform. So that's going to be extremely powerful when we start having these events. And yeah,
and not just Australia too. It's like because that's like the test bed, you know what I mean? Like that's absolutely, it's going to be kind of like one for one with with you in Titanium helping to lead the Australia chapter, like, and shout out for like, volunteering your time and like, the energy to help make that happen, because it is a volunteer organization that's like powered by, the people that are part of it. So, and like I think just what we're doing there to demonstrate what a financial education, community led kind of really like a campaign to bring people on chain to learn about their finances, to be more confident in holding assets that are crypto, so that they're not feeling like it's a completely third world that they've never heard of before. And I think that's going to be a really powerful thing to not only be experimenting with in the Australia region, but then once we've found some levels of success, and like we can then be replicating that across the other chapters all around the world, which is going to be, in my opinion, the one of the biggest moats that Titanium is going to be able to build for itself in being early to the education market that we're going to be creating for Web3 and on chain, because it is a whole market. Like the entire education market of the world is geared at Web2, the Web2 economy. Like we're teaching the Web2 economy in our schools right now, and we're looking to change that in a big way, and that's going to come with an entire educational revolution. So yeah, a lot of interesting things to happen.
100%, 100%. Um, yeah, yeah, and with Singapore, I know that we're also going to be leading the Singapore chapter, so that will be really good. And yeah, just like just by the end of 2026, the sky really is the limit for this as a onboarding vehicle for Titanium and for Base as well. We're thinking bigger than just Titanium with the Base creators, but Titanium will come along as a sponsor and as a beneficiary of this community that we're building, and will benefit heavily. So yeah.
Looks like we've got a question here, and a really good one of have we
Nice.
reached out to Web2 and Web3 capital management firms to invest in Titanium? Are we willing to do so after the dashboard? Let's cover that one first.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So essentially our plan in that regard is to wait until we have the dashboard and some audits ready before we reach out to especially any Web2 firms. We do have been in talks with quite a lot of projects and potential large investors. And yeah, but in terms of Web2 capital management firms, we're essentially leaving that for post audits and dashboards and things like that. Yeah, and great to hear that the payout was good. Um, would it be nicer to spend directly from the platform if we had a credit card option? Any plans to add? Yes, that is 1,000,000% in our plans. A Titanium credit card that is like right fits right with the theme and right with the ecosystem of everything that we're creating. So yeah, that is I'm not sure if you've been in the general chat. I think I've seen you a few times in Discord, but yeah, I have uh spoken about our plans for this. So yeah, that'll be awesome.
That will be really cool to be able to spend from the platform, like you said. Yeah, I think that would enable a lot of people to kind of be treating it like it's their almost like it's their bank account, just be using
Yeah,
it like that.
yeah, that's
I would
the
start using it like that. I know that'd be really good.
That's the idea, yeah. Like especially like once our stable coin and RWA offerings and things like that come out, um, it'll just be really handy to have you don't have to withdraw your profits, and you don't have to worry about fees on with 3 different exchanges as you're withdrawing your crypto. And instead, any fees that are taken directly benefit the Titanium ecosystem, as well as quite likely a little bit of whatever processor that we're using for the technology. So yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be really great. Have we started talking to any people on that? I know this is a bit of a biz dev question, but have we reached out to Burner? I think they're doing a card product. It might be interesting to explore a partnership.
I've talked to some people not on base, and this was a little while ago, because we had YouTube ambassadors, and one of the YouTube people was also worked closely with a credit card product, a crypto credit card product. So we were thinking about integrating with them. We it just needed to sort out the fees and things like that. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's get into that in tomorrow's biz dev call for sure because I want to
Yeah.
explore that because actually just mentioning, yeah, thanks MH for bringing that up because like it just that is kind of like an exciting idea to have a card issued that you can actually use. That'd be really
Yeah. And it fits right with kind of our idea of having sort of this ecosystem that is kind of always integrated with itself. So for example, the plan for the stable coin is to then start paying out with TIUSD stable coin in some of our products, if people choose that option. So it kind of keeps everything within the Titanium ecosystem, and then you get paid out directly from the wealth management platform, and then you're earning yield straight through our stable coin, which you've been paid out in, and things like that. So yeah.
awesome. We've got another question here from Peanut Butter. I think we had covered this earlier that the dashboard, the transparency dashboard, I think is coming out here in the next weeks or so. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We haven't put a exact ETA on it, but we are trying for this week. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, and definitely also, I know, side note as well, but let us know here at
Yeah.
agency if you're needing any help with making sure that we get that out, and we're here to, push the creative side of that as well if needed. And we should definitely get some of that promo stuff worked on. So in our BD call for tomorrow. Um,
100%.
let's see. For next one, we've got another question from Bigfoot Billy here. How are you doing tonight, Bigfoot Billy? Will we be able to refer both individuals and businesses, and would there be a different reward for each?
So the way the referral system works is it's done on addresses. So we're working out a way with the referral system as well to make sure people can't self-refer or anything like that. We're putting some sort of rails in place to make sure that yeah, because it's very common with referral systems. Someone is basically like, oh, okay, I want to invest again uh into the fund, instead of investing on the same account. I'm just gonna go and create a new address, get the referral awards, plus have a new investment on a new address. So that's something that we're working through. But the way it's going to work is it each account won't be like labeled as a individual or a business. It will just be directly through the crypto address that the account is connected to. And if it is a business or is an individual, it doesn't matter. They both get the same benefits and the same treatment. Where that changes is with our tailored opportunities. And this is essentially where we'll be able to personally manage businesses' treasury funds and any funds that a business wants to come to us with. Then there will possibly be uh special conditions and things like that, but not so much to the point where they're getting access to investments that the public are not, or anything like that, because that sort of goes completely against our mission and our what we're doing with Titanium. So yeah, I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it makes sense on my side at least, and yeah, I think that would be really really interesting to be exploring. What it looks like for people to have that transparency, to be able to provide to see that maybe on their transparency dashboard of all the referrals that they've brought in, and
Yeah.
all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I think it would be really just kind of a unified ideal situation for kind of like a wealth management platform. So I think that's, yeah, like the direction that this is heading. I really do like it. And yeah, looking forward to
100%.
build it with you, man.
100%. For sure.
Well, I think, do we have any other questions from the community here, or any other topics that we wanted to cover? Otherwise, we should like maybe wrap up our AMA, and then like I know that we've got a lot of work that we can get back to here, and just get back to it. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. I think I think we covered everything quite well. Yeah, this was sort of just a sort of a catch up AMA. Just wanted to check in with everyone. And yeah, not too many really specific things on the agenda that anyone hasn't heard of before, or any new introductions that haven't been a part of our previous AMAs. But yeah, just wanted to provide an update on everything and how we've been going. The last big catalyst we had was our payout, which went really well, and everything's off to a great start there publicly. So yeah.
Yeah, that's really great to see that it's like kind of like the first steps like of your baby, you know what I mean, of our baby
Yeah.
that we put out into the world when we launched it at the end of last year, and it's really good to see. So yeah, like I know that as we're kind of getting through our own raises on the agency side, we're also going to be kind of more free up with like time and capital to be investing into kind of all of the different things that we're doing here in the roadmap, to be accelerating so many different things here. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I guess like whatever you want to leave us off on, I'll kind of Jay, did you have any thoughts real quick, and then I'll let Josh kind of leave us off.
Sounds good.
Or I don't know, Jay, maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe
I
Jay's
think
not around.
I think he said he
Sorry
was
to throw it
lagging.
to you randomly, Jay, if you're not prepared. But yeah, I mean, like those are my thoughts. Josh, did you have any last thoughts for us here?
No, just where I'm just very excited about everything that's to come. So stay tuned, everyone. We're trying to make sure that we do a bi-weekly AMA, one sort of spaces style AMA where I just directly answer community questions, and then one AMA where we're sort of like this co-hosted you guys, and just sort of more chatting about how where we're taking titanium, and yeah, I think that communication is extremely important at this early stage of the project. So yeah, we'll be having a lot more of these.
Awesome. We'll be there. Yeah, you can count us in, man. So
Perfect.
it was really great to catch up with the community. We're gonna, kind of get back to work here. We'll see you, Josh, in our BD call coming up, and then we'll kind of go from there with everything we're doing. So thanks, guys, for joining. And yeah, if you have any other questions, come through to the Titanium Discord, and just drop a message. Josh and the team are always here to take care of the community and make sure that everybody kind of is tapped in on what we're doing over here. So thanks, everybody, and have a great rest of your week.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming.